Hey guys, so I really didn't know what to do about the automated kiln. I wanted to make a tutorial about that, but I realized that it wouldn't be so easy. I mean, that's not like something like an M farm or an elevator, where else there's only one or two things that need to be done. But this device, the automated kiln, is a really more complex thing to do. There's something like 15 or 20 steps that you need to trigger and time correctly. So I didn't feel like making a tutorial about it. I spent something like 9 or 10 hours working on that, and I really didn't feel like building another one on the tutorial map, so I've decided to give you my contraption. So I took a flat map and with MC Edit I've exported the schematic, and I'm gonna give you this map in the description below. You can download it so you'll be able to see it in action and get a better look at the wiring. So I'll give you a quick tour to explain you how it works. So to get inside the wiring place, you just need to place the torch one block above to get in. And well, let's see. When you press the button to start the process, it sends a signal to this main NOR latch. This NOR latch will, no, well, wait. First, let's see one thing. To get this thing working, there's 4 different parts. There's the pottery making, so that's this turntable here. There's the rotation of the black dispenser, so he has to be facing one direction, then rotate 180 degrees. Yeah, I think that's that. And place the unfired pottery on the other side. So that's what I call the rotation part. It turns 180 degrees and place the block, and no, he swallows the block, turns and place the block. So that's the rotation part. Swallow, turn and place inside, and when it's finished, swallow, turn and place. Declare block to start the new process. There's the kiln part, so the cooking, and the fourth part is the harvest with the water to collect the item into the hopper. So now let's see the wiring. The button, the signal from the button, start the NOR latch. When the NOR latch is up, this torch, no, it's when it's on, this torch is off. So that's the timing for the battery making. So that's connected to the battery, the turntable for the battery here, and that's connected to the same with the same signal to another turntable here. So I'll get back up. So first action is to make the pot. So that's the same thing I used in my previous video. I already explained you how it works, so I won't get too long on that. That's the different timers to get 2, 4 or 6 rotation. But since I have a bit more delay, since I need some steps after that, I needed to not use only 2 signal, but I made it make 3 rotation. So to get the crucible, it makes 3 rotation. So you only need 2 to get the crucible, and you how to say that? I needed bit longer delay, so I didn't stop it precisely when the crucible is formed, but right in between. So when it makes 3 rotation, you get the crucible. When it makes 5, you get the planter, and when it makes 7 rotation, you get the vase. So whenever the timer in one of these 3 is finished, sends a signal, that's monostable circuits, to reset the knowledge here, and to start the first rotation. So when the board is formed, the block dispenser swallow it, turns, and then place it back. So that's the signal going into the block dispenser. So it will swallow the block, and then in the meantime make it rotate. I'll show you that later. And after that, delayed to the same block dispenser and all that to place the block again on the other side. So the same signal here goes into crap, I can't get down here. Yeah. Gets into the torch here. That's the second turntable above it to rotate the block dispenser. So that's a monostable circuit to send the longer pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the layer to send the long pulse. So the block dispenser will turn 180 degrees. And when it's done, this torch sends a pulse to through a monostable circuit. Sorry, that's really a hard word to say for a French guy. Through. I can't even say it. So yeah, that's the knowledge for the Ibashi and the bellows. That's the turntable sending the signal to the bellows. Below, actually, because the other one here. The bellow is right here, and that's the gearbox powering it. Sorry about that. So the cooking starts, and the same starts the timer for the cooking. So that's the knowledge for that. It starts the turntable connected to the same thing, the counter, with 5 different blocks on the third setting for 1 Ibashi and 1 below. So that's slow, but that's more easy to do than using several Ibashi and belows. So when the cooking is over, the signal is sent to reset the timing for the cooking, obviously, to stop the Ibashi because the water is gonna come, and to go into the water. So to release the water, that's the knowledge for the pistons. Pistons are connected to block stopping the water flow. So there's one water flow over here actually. So when the cooking is over, the signal starts the knowledge for the water, then reset it. I used a lot of the layers because when I first made my test, it was working with only this row of the layer. But when I started recording, I got the cooked pottery who sometimes got stuck, or it took much more time, and I kept adding the layers, and that's not better things to do if there's a better clock, but it was working, and well, that's the last step I made, so I just wanted to get it working and stop working on that. Anyway, so that's the water flow, and when this reset signal for the water come also goes into, no, wait, first the same signal for the water also goes into the second rotation to make the block dispenser ready for the next restart. So the block dispenser will turn and replace the place the clay block, and then the signal will go into the main NOR latch here to restart the process. And if you only want it to work on one thing, I just used a block dispenser to place it and remove some redstone that's connected to the lever here. And that's it, I guess. It was faster than what I expected it to be. I'm not sure I've been really clear on that, on everything, but I made sure to label every part, and you can, well, maybe we can watch it working once. So yeah, you just choose how many rotation you want here. Let's make process several. And yeah, I forgot to say one thing. You need to make sure that you have at least one unfired pottery of the kind you want to make, to make sure that the block dispenser will always place the clay block here and the unfired pottery on the other side. So that's a necessary step to make before switching the lever. So if I want to make a vase, for example, I'll need to place one unfired vase here. I think yeah, I'll have some. Okay, so, well, let's see what the easy one. So I started the pottery making. So this knowledge has been resetted, and yeah, pottery is already finished. This signal has been sent to start the rotation. So now the unfired pottery is in the kiln, and we can see, maybe if I'm fast enough, the cooking timer. Now that's the reset. The bashi have been turned off and the water is flowing, so that's the reset signal. And now since I connected the loop, process is starting again. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. So now it's cooking again. The signal will be sent to release the water. There it goes. Water is unleashed. Now the block dispenser will turn. And the process starts again. Not sure that was really helpful actually, but yeah, once you start it, to stop the process, you just stop the loop, and it will stop when the cooking will be finished. So water is unleashed, dispenser, place another clear lock, and it's ready to start again. Anyway, so yeah, the download link will be in the description, and I decided that no, that's what I'm gonna do to every contraption I made. So I'm gonna, well, you are gonna choose which one of my contraption you want me to explain to you, and I'll make the same kind of video. I'll show you the inner wiring, and I'll export with MC-Edit the schematic, and I'll make a small map like that for you to download, so you can see the inside, and maybe try to build your own, or if you're just lazy, to import that in your own world. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and that it was clear enough, and maybe a small thumb up, see if you like the concept, and tell me in the comment below what is the next contraption you want me to explain and give to you. Anyway, that was it, so bye bye.